Welcome to another Research Skills webinar. We're going to be talking about something very, very boring but very, very important. We're going to be talking about filing. We're going to be talking about how we find the things that we need and the similarities and the differences between a physical library like this with books that you can see with a virtual library on your hard drive. So I hope you find this helpful. Okay, let us talk. Let's talk about libraries. Let's talk about libraries and let's talk about filing. Let's talk about the way things used to be done and the way things are done now. Some of you may be very, very committed to having a physical library, and some of you may be studying on campus where you have got an office and you live in one town and you work in one town, you study in one town, and you can accumulate all of the books that you need to do your job in one place. You may have an excellent library where you are, where you can have all the books that you need. If that's the case, then you are very, very fortunate. That is not my situation. I live in one place, I work in another, and I do a lot of travelling. You'll be able to see behind me that there are books on a shelf, and the screen in front of you, you'll see another physical library. When we have physical libraries, we are able to go and get books from libraries. We're able to take them off the bookshelf. We're able to sit down. We're able to read it. What will often happen is that you will have a physical version of a book or a journal. It may be photocopied, it may be the original, and as you read, you are making notes, you are underlining, you're making comments in the margins. You may even have a summary at the back or the front of the book about its contents. So what I used to do when I was less attached to an electronic library is I knew on the bookshelf about what books, about what topics were where, and I knew what books I had read because I could remember them, but also I would open them up and I would leaf through them, and on the pages that there were annotations, that there were underlines, highlights, then I knew that I had read them. So I knew where the books were. The books were usually organised around topics, perhaps authors. I knew what I had and I had not read. We'll be talking a bit about this issue a bit later. So it's relatively easy with physical libraries to find books that we need. It's relatively easy in physical libraries to know what books we have read and what we have not, because we just open the pages up and I can see what pages have been highlighted. But it's a bit difficult to work out where a specific phrase was. Now, this is where electronic libraries really come into their own, and this is going to be the first of a number of short study school webinars which is going to be exploring about how we work and manage and organize and make the use of electronic data. And so I hope that you continue to watch when we deal with this in a bit more detail. Thanks again for watching.